Stand up, space everybody, and start the song off. Well, might be the wrong song. Yeah, that's all right, that doesn't matter. If you want to the tree, yeah. As you haven't got a reading, I've taken the left turn away.
Oh, okay.
Stops us hiding behind things. And it naturally flows. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Come on, it's so full, this church, of both sides alive. Good morning. Good morning. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, thank you. Do you know what? It fills my heart to see the church so full like this. It's beautiful. Very warm welcome to everybody here. A warm welcome to those watching us at home on the online experience. And a very big welcome to a gentleman, Mr. Darren Turner.
Hello, everyone.
That's nice. Darren has been here for a couple of weeks now holding a psychic development course. So we've met through there, but today is Darren's first service with us, so we're looking forward to that. Without further ado, Darren, sir, if I could ask you for the opening blessing. Thank you.
Thank you. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Will you just join me in that wonderful, wonderful energy and just close your eyes for a minute as we go into prayer, please. Divine and Heavenly Father, Great Spirit, as we come to this wonderful church this morning with this wonderful energy that's been created, we give thanks for being able to join together today. We come here, dear Father, with open hearts and minds to reconnect with our friends, our family and our loved ones on the spirit side of life. And we ask where possible that we are able to do that once more, so that we can again feel their love around us, hear their words of comfort and guidance, and know as we face challenges and we go forward in our world that they still continue to love and support us. We also turn our thoughts out to the places where we know that there is suffering, the war-torn countries and other places, and people that we know that need that upliftment and that love at this time. And we ask where possible that it can be sent to these people to help them in these places. I ask for the beautiful children of our world, as I always do, that you can shine your light and your love to them. For they are the future generations, they are the ambassadors of spirit as we go forward in this world. And we ask that you can enable them to continue to go forward doing the work that they need to do to bring this peace to this world. I also ask, dear Father, for the honour and the privilege of working my own guides, helpers and my inspirers to connect with those in the spirit world today. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Darren. And now, if you care to, please join in with saying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thine will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And leave us not when in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you. We now move into the part of the service we dedicate to the art of healing. As I always say and gently remind everybody, we are all healers of one form or another. It doesn't matter how we exercise that ability to heal, the fact that we can and we do is the important part. We will play a short piece of music to let you quietly meditate, to send out that love, because love is healing. We also invite you during this part of the service, if you have a name of somebody you know or yourself, it matters not, that requires that healing balm, just raise your hand, and when I point to you, just call out the name. We don't need the condition, we don't need the history, purely in the name, and know that you've added that energy to this glorious time of healing. So be comfortable, be relaxed, work with the heart, send out love wherever you feel drawn. Because where you feel drawn is where your heart will follow. Infinite Creator, God of our own understanding, we thank you for this gentle reminder that we are healers, and this time is not confined to times like this, but that ability to heal is with us 24 hours a day. Because as energy follows thought, where our love leads us, healing will follow also. Amen.
Amen.
I'd now like to hand over to Darren for his philosophy this morning. Thank you, sir.
Hello, you all right? Just pulling my trousers up, you won't want them to fall down, will you? Bless your hearts. It's really, really nice to be here. I've been here pretty much all weekend, and I had a nice time, and Laurie's been looking after me, hosting me, and it's been really, really nice, so thank you for that. I was sort of trying to get some inspiration, and I was upstairs, was it upstairs? Yeah. Upstairs with some fellow mediums, and we were laughing and joking about inspiration, and said some things we probably shouldn't have said before a service, but we were having a nice laugh and a nice giggle. And it started me to think about the fact of humour. It started me to think about the fact that a laugh or a smile can actually start off a ripple effect, can't it? You know, if you see someone that's maybe not very happy and you smile at them or you say something funny, it raises their energy. It makes them maybe feel a little bit more better. It makes them more happy. Because we all know that there are times, aren't there, where we go through this life where we have challenges or we have situations where we find we need someone to help us. We need someone to give us that little bit of humour or to help shine that light and guide us in a certain direction or a certain way. And we're very, very lucky as we sit here today having our belief within the spirit world, having our belief that our friends, our family and our loved ones continue to go forward with us on our pathway, supporting us and loving us. And I feel we're very, very privileged to know and understand this because, you know, as I say, we will sometimes find things very, very difficult or very, very hard, but knowing we still have that support enables us to go forward. And I also feel that at times where we feel that they're not there, we need to dig that a little bit deeper to have faith maybe within ourselves. Because I've had a conversation with various people about love this weekend, but about self-love, which is sometimes hard for us to do, isn't it? It's sometimes hard for us to maybe look at ourselves and think, you know, I love myself. I'm happy with myself. I like myself. Because this world can be so cruel to us at times. But it's important for us to know and understand that we're all unique individuals. We're all wonderful human beings, but more importantly, we're all beautiful spirits. We each have we all have a different body, we all have different physical illnesses maybe, or different things, but ultimately within the exterior, we have that beautiful bright light shining, that beautiful spiritual light, which makes us all the same. Because if we could strip away the outside and just look at our light, we would see how beautiful it is. We will see it shining. And that's the true essence of who we are, that beautiful light. It's just that sometimes the physical world which we come to learn our lessons on can sometimes diminish that light slightly because we find things difficult. But we have to understand that everything we're going through is part of our pathway. Everything we're going through is part of our journey. And how many of you here today have faced something you thought, I'm never ever going to get through that situation, but you have. You've done it with your own strength, your own inner strength, the love of yourself to do this, but also the support of your friends and family in the spirit world, but also upon this earth. Because each one of you will become stronger with every lesson or challenge that you face that will help you become wiser as people and stronger as people to go forward and face whatever else it is within this world and within this life. But it's also quite funny to find that sometimes the things that we experience, someone else may be going through something similar. Someone else may be having a tough time with something, and our experience we can pass on to them. We can help them. We can maybe give them some little sort of ideas of how to maybe overcome something or go forward. And sometimes I think that inspiration is from the spirit side of life too. They're inspiring people to meet us so that we can help them. So it's not necessarily about a medium giving the advice or the help. We can all do it ourselves. And as Lawrence says, each one of us are healers. And I'm sure many of you go out there and you talk to people just by the voice, and you help to change someone's perspective of life, or you help someone to maybe go forward in their life. So each one of us, as we sit here today, have that ability to help other people. We have that ability to help ourselves. And it's wanting to do it that is the big problem at times. Because as I say, each one of us who sit here this evening, or this morning, are very much a beautiful, beautiful person inside and out. And sometimes it's that self-love we have to really, really dig deep down for to understand it. Because people can sometimes say things which are not nice. Life can do things which sometimes is not nice. But we have to understand that we are those beautiful, bright spirits. We have to understand that we need to keep going forward on this world. We need to keep shining our light brightly, because somewhere in this world there will be someone that you will touch with your heart, your words and your mind. There is someone that you may help to go forward in their own life where they didn't think that they could. Because ultimately we have to help ourselves. Ultimately we have to keep going forward. But the big thing we have is we have the beautiful spirit world there. Those beautiful shining lights that we know are there for us. And we know at times that they will support and help us. But sometimes we have to open our mind to allow that process to happen. I find it very much a privilege when we are within the energy of the spirit world to feel all the wonderful love that they give us, to feel the wonderful healing that we get as well, and to get the inspiration from them. And each one of us can do exactly that if we choose. It's about making that choice sometimes. It's about making that decision to want to do it and to go forward. Because ultimately, we are here for this reason of living our life. We are here to nurture our spirit and our soul, to learn the lessons whichever way they may be, because our spirit needs to learn it. Because I personally believe that when we go back to the spirit world, the lessons that we've had, if another spirit hasn't maybe experienced it or isn't coming back, we can share that experience with someone else within the spirit world. We can impart that knowledge to them, but we can also impart that knowledge to people on the earth by coming here, sharing in this sort of service today, becoming friends, becoming support. You have a wonderful congregation here, you have a wonderful community here, and I'm sure sometimes you walk through the door feeling a little bit down in the dumps maybe, but then you come and sit in the beautiful energy that's created here by each one of you, and it raises you, it lifts your spirits, it raises your energy, and you talk to whoever you talk or whoever you're sitting next to. And maybe you don't know the person you're sitting next to, but 9 times out of 10, you find there's a reason that you've sat there, for you to help them, or maybe for them to give you advice and help you. So as you go out into this world, keep shining your light, keep being true to yourself, loving yourself, knowing that you're put here for a reason, and that's to be a beautiful human being, but above all, a beautiful spirit to learn, to help, to grow, to nourish, but also to help our fellow man and woman. So don't ever think that as you sit there, I'm not worthy of something, maybe. Or I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that. Because you are, you're all unique. You're special individual people and special individual spirits. So have that faith and belief in yourself as you go out into this world that you can achieve. Have faith in yourself and belief in yourself that you can do what you want to do. Because ultimately, that's what you're here to learn. Go with that inspiration. Allow the spirit world to come in and inspire you to create all your hopes and dreams of whatever it is that you wish. But most importantly, be yourself. Be that unique person that you are. Because that's what spirit love about you. And that's what we should really love about ourselves. And I would just like to say before I sit down, that as I see you all sitting here, I don't see the human being, the person, the physical body. I see the wonderful spirits inside all shining brightly. So keep shining brightly, not for yourself, but also for others. And know as you go forward that the love and the beauty of the spirit world will continue to grow with you, support you and love you. And I say thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Darren.
Thank you, my pleasure.
I know that you did not see the meditation from here yesterday.
No, I didn't know.
It was the same.
Oh, wow, okay. Ooh, spooky.
Absolutely awesome. And I love that. That is obviously this energy Spirit is bringing to us of, you know what, we shine. Take that, we shine. How beautiful. And going very nicely with your address is our piece of music today. When I Needed a Neighbour. If you wish to sing along, please do. If you wish to just listen, absolutely fine. If you want to get up and dance, fill your boots. Not you.
Fill you- oh.
Not you.
Okay, I've got to see that. Oh, okay. He's been mean to me all weekend. He's a slave driver, bless him.
When I needed a neighbor, were you there? Were you there? When I needed a neighbor, were you there? And the creed and the color of the name won't matter, were you there? I was hungry and thirsty, were you there? Were you there? I was hungry and thirsty, were you there? And the creed and the color and the name won't matter, were you there? I was cold, I was naked, were you there? Were you there? I was cold, I was naked, were you there? And the creed and the color and the name won't matter, were you there? When I needed a shelter, were you there? Were you there? When I needed a shelter, were you there? And the creed and the color and the name won't matter, were you there? When I needed a healer, were you there? Were you there? When I needed a healer, were you there? And the creed and the color and the name won't matter, were you there? Wherever you travel, I'll be there, I'll be there. Wherever you travel, I'll be there. And the creed and the color and the name won't matter, were you there?
I love it the way all these things just fall nicely into place. Before I hand over to Darren for his demonstration of evidential mediumship, just to remind you, you have not come to watch us up on here. In fact, it's quite the opposite, isn't it, Darren? This service is unique because you are all unique and you are all in place today, and the spirit world is ready to work through the mediumship of the wonderful Darren today. So send out that love. If Darren should come to you, a nice clear response with a yes or a no or a maybe. And we like a trial run of this, don't we? So,
Yes. No. Maybe.
I bet you the first one will go, oh, I don't know. Darren,
Thank
sir.
Just do the nose really quietly. That's all I ask you to do. That's all you, the yeses can be loud, but I'm just going to watch that light because it burns the top of my head.
Will.
So as I said, it's lovely to be here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for allowing me to come and work at your lovely, lovely church. I'm sure you've seen many, many mediums work because I've been watching online all the lovely mediums you've had here recently. And I know we've got some fabulous mediums sitting in the congregation today. So it's always nice when other mediums come to see another medium, either to support them or think, oh, you were rubbish. One of the two sort of thing. I do like to work with humour, ladies and gentlemen, not because I'm disrespectful to you or your loved ones. It's just that Spirit World want us to be within that happy, positive energy as we sit here today. They don't want us to be doom and gloom. So if you want to laugh at me or with me, I really, really don't mind, as long as we get the message across and you get the love that from the spirit world. Because remember, whatever we do as mediums, it's always trying to make that connection again between you and your loved ones. It's not about me. I'm just here as the vessel, if you like, or the channel. Because ultimately, hopefully, when you walk out of here today, you know you've had that reconnection with whoever that may be that comes through today to give you that support, love, or whatever it may be. Sometimes I know where I'm going, sometimes I do not have a clue. So if you do understand it, it's all right, I've just seen there's a gentleman around the corner there sticking his head, bless his heart. So if you do understand it, please do put your hand up, and if two of you do it, I'll work it out. I'm going to shut up for a second because I know I've got a really impatient lady that walks into my energy. I know as I talk to her, I do want to talk about mother. She's mum here for me. I know as I talk to mum, she's about 5'5", so an average height. I am carrying some weight with her here, but I know that my height and my build, she could easily sort me out. She's that sort of character for me. So I want to call her, this sort of lovely, lovely lady, but she's certainly quite fierce. I want to put her that way. I know as I talk with her here, she's mentioning to me about losing the weight, and I do feel with her here, I had a cancer or condition or similar to that for me, please. Now, she's a lovely, lovely lady, and for some reason, she's going to the lady with the scarf on at the back. Do you understand this lady, please? You understand all of that for me, please? I'm glad you said that, because if I get this wrong, I know she's going to really have the ump with me, bless her heart. Okay. You know with her then that she's a lovely, lovely lady for me, but she's also strong-minded or strong opinionated for me here, please. Because again, I do feel with her, she has a spiritual belief or understanding. Do you understand that for me, please? You do. Because I'm not saying she worked as a medium, but if I mess this up, she's going to make sure that I know about it for me. Now, your father in the spirit world too for me, please, because Dad's walking in now. Now, Dad's coming in a little bit slower than your mother for me here, and it's almost like he's looking at her and saying, what are you doing now? It's that sort of thing as I work with Dad. Now, Dad is taller than Mum, and I feel very broad-shouldered with Dad, and I know I work with my hands. Is that correct with Father for me, please? Or I'm good with my hands, you understand that? Now, Dad tells me he couldn't decorate properly, and there must be a memory here of either putting wallpaper or something upside down or the wrong way round for me, please. Do you know that? Possibly, okay. Well, it's not a maybe and a no, so I'm going to accept that if you don't mind for me, okay. Sometimes, obviously, we give stuff and we can try and work it out, but if you generally don't know, I have to accept that, because not every time a medium's right, obviously. Now, I'm drawn to that lovely scarf you've got round your neck, because Mother keeps on drawing me to it here, and she likes that for me here, please. So I know very much that Mother would be very similar in that respect with that sort of thing round her neck. Now, your father gives me a feeling of being a simple gentleman. Now, when I say a simple gentleman, I don't mean he's not educated. I'm not saying that with him. He seems to like, what's normal things? Simple things. Would you understand that for me, please? That's a no, because you're taking far too long to give me the answer back. Okay. So I'm just going to go and clarify what it is for him here. Because what he's talking to me, and he's giving me a little bit of a spill, that he's not very much in with the materialistic side of life at the moment for me, please. Because I feel he's a man that his health would be far more important than money. Do you understand that for me, please? You still think... Yes, good, okay. I was just about to change that, but you can understand that. My lovely, would I also be right as I talk with these two lovely people here for me, that you would understand that I have this close bond with them for me here, please? And that it's almost like I'm hard to separate them. It's that feeling they're giving me here for me. Your father does tell me here that he wishes, and he wishes he didn't go to the spirit side of life here, please, because he wanted to do so much more. Do you understand this? He also tells me, but he did have to go, but he didn't like doctors, nurses, hospital, and people prodding and poking him about. Do you understand that? Because I'm on camera and I'm also here, so I can't say what I want to say. But I know he's very, very much giving me the feeling if anyone pokes me, I'd poke him back. It's that sort of feeling he gives me. So I really, really like him as I work here. My lovely, I'm asking for a message for you if you're okay with who I'm working with here, please. And the message is obviously about love for you. There is lots of love coming through for you here. But I'm also giving you some healing in your tummy area for me, please. Doesn't mean you're majorly ill, my lovely. I'm not saying that. But I know it's very much Spirit's way, or certainly your parents' way, of calming you down and trying just to get you to relax a little bit more for me, please. My lovely, I'm also being told here you should be on platform if you're not. Do you know that? Have you been told that before? Oh, well, I've just told you. So just remember I've told you. So if you want to develop or whatever, if you're not, then please remember that for me here as well. My lovely, as I pull back the energy of your mum and dad for me, please, would you understand I want two people buried in the same plot for me? They were. Okay, that's fine. Would you also know here for me, please? Change that for me. I don't understand that. Your father gives me this feeling that he wants to correct me here because he's telling me he was a simple man in his ways of life, but he understood more than he told people. Do you understand that for me, please? You do, okay. And he's telling me you're very much the same sort of character and lady as him for me. And I am going to leave all that love because I just feel that love coming through here for you, my lovely. And I also want to say to you, please keep being you and doing what you're doing because you must be helping to inspire other people as you go forward too. Can I leave you the love of the spirit world and say thank you very much for working with me? Okay, all right, that's fine. I know I have a lovely guy here, but I know that this gentleman took his own life to the spirit world for me, please. I'm going to put him round about 20-ish, maybe somewhere around about there. Hopefully I've pulled away from you here, I'm not sure. But I know that as I connect and as I work with this lovely young man, I feel very frustrated, as you would expect prior to his passing here. I do feel very clever, very bright with him, but I know there would be a situation around him where he was very, very much either not treated correctly or right, or very, very much got into a situation that he couldn't get out of for me here. Now, as I'm talking with this lovely young man, and as I'm working with this lovely young man for me, please, I do feel a nice guy, and I've got to keep reiterating this nice guy, please, because I've got to go to the feeling that he's a bit misunderstood. So I'm not sure whether he didn't actually, or wasn't very good at getting his words out, or he wasn't very, very expressive, but again, I just know this frustration with him here, please. He seems to be talking to me about a distrust of other people within his family side here for me, please. And I'm floating around over here. Sally, you understand that? I just feel I'm over there. You lot might want to sit over there. But I just feel I'm over here for me. Now, I know Sally from the fact that she's doing my course, but I don't know anything about Sally as in her life or anyone she's got. Do you understand all of that for me, Sally? Would you know that as I work with him and talk with him, he's a nice-looking fella for me as well, please? Whether you think it or not, he is, because he's telling me, so I'm going with what he's saying for me. I also know as I work and as I talk with him, he gives me this feeling of being quite a nice build of a guy for me, please. I'm not big, I'm not thin, I'm a nice build with him here. But I know I'm a sort of the earth character with him, please. But I seem to hide or mask my emotions or feelings with him, please. But I've got to go back to there would be a situation in the family or close to where it wasn't pleasant. Do you understand this for me? And I'm being very careful how as I deliver this, and as I give this information here from him. Now, I also want to talk about him being quite a creative gentleman for me. You understand that, please? Because he's shown me that sort of thing, or drawings or paintings, so I know I'm creative with him here, please. Sally, would I be right in thinking Mum's in the spirit world?
I believe so.
You believe so? So you can't confirm that then?
Well, yeah, I'd say so.
Hmm.
I don't
No.
have any connection.
Okay,
with her.
that's fine. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, because you're not 100% sure, okay, I'm just sending that to you or letting you have that feeling, shall I say, here. But I know that I have a lady here, and I'm just going to give a little bit of description so it might help clarify this for me. Are you all right if I work with her?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you know as I work with her then, she seems very much a tough character for me, please?
Yeah.
If at any point you want me to stop, just say, Darren, shut up. Okay, and I'll accept that. Because as I work with her, I'm feeling a lady here that, have you ever heard, I'm sure you've heard the terminology about Jekyll and Hyde, haven't you?
Yes.
One minute I can be as nice as pie, the next I'm not nice as pie, shall we say. Because as I work with her, I'm being very, very careful as I word things to you, and I'm being very careful of her character here, because I do feel she's a lady that would sometimes be very much over the top. Certainly say things that she would regret afterwards, but she wouldn't admit she regretted them, and she would also do things that she regretted but wouldn't say that she regretted it. Do you understand that for me? So I know, and are you still okay with her? You understanding this of mother for me, please?
Yeah.
Okay, you're looking a bit uncomfortable. Do you want me to ask her to step back? No. Okay, and I'm glad you said that, because as I talk with her and I ask her what she wants, and she's not going to be here for long, I will tell you that, because I've asked her to step back to the spirit side of life. I know I want forgiveness for you here, please. So she's asking you for that forgiveness connection for me here, please. but I'm not going to elaborate what that forgiveness is. But what she's also saying to me, as an adult, she should take responsibility for her actions in life, not the child. Children look up to their family, don't they? Their mums, their dads, or whoever it is that look after them. And she knows that her actions, are you sure you want me to carry on? She knows that her actions caused a lot of upset, not only as a younger person, but also as an adult and going forward in life. Do you understand this? And what she's saying is, she wishes she could change things. And she's doing her best from the spirit world to try to do this for you, my lovely. Okay. Would I also be right here for me, please? You would know a dog that would be buried under a tree for me, please? Yeah. Okay, my dog's just come running in, bless him, and he's not buried under a tree, but he's laying under it, so that's fine. Okay, because I have this dog coming now. This dog seems a little bit crazy for me, please, here. Would you understand that the dog had cancer or a lung issue for me, please? You do, okay. Because I'm just feeling that with this lovely, lovely dog for me, please. Now, for those of you who are a certain generation, you will know John Noakes off Blue Peter, and you will know Shep the dog. Do you remember Shep the dog? Because I keep on hearing Shep. I'm not saying it's Shep, but I want the colouring or the name. Do you understand that? Yeah. Okay, that's fine, because I bring that through for me, please. I know I mentioned a John, but I want the John. I know it's a common name, my lovely, but I've got the John as well. You understand that? As I'm pulling my energy back from you here, Sally, and Mum has gone now, I do want to say that. I've asked her to step back. I've gone back to the young guy for me, please, because he has a lot of love for you as he comes through this morning. He has this respect for you as he comes through. And what he's really, really doing is sort of like giving you lots of TLC and lots of love and healing. So will you accept that from him, please, and know that he's very much there supportive of you and helping you to go forward in life? Are you okay with that? Brilliant. Someone had a tattoo done for him, he tells me. You don't know, okay? If you don't know, I accept that then. Yeah, if you don't know, I accept that you don't know that. Okay. Thank you very much for working with me. Okay. Oh, okay. Fine. I've got a fella here, a guy here, is telling me I need to pull my trousers up, so I'm pulling my trousers up. He's a bit of a funny character for me, please. He's a nice, nice fella. I'm not sure if I might be with Mark, actually. He's a nice, nice fella as he comes... Sorry, what? I just didn't mean to pinpoint you out. He's a nice, nice fella as he feels like granddad to me as I work here for me. And I do want to pull my trousers up with him here. Yeah. So he gives me this feeling of having a little bit of a weight issue, shall I say. Do you understand that for me so far or not?
Possibly.
Possibly.
I'll go on a possible, Darren. I'm forever happy to pull my trousers up.
No, well, so am I, but don't worry about it. Now, as I work with this guy, he has a nice humour, a nice energy for me. He seems to be very jokey and very laughy. Do you understand that for me, or laughing for me, please? Yeah. He gives me the feeling as I work here of being on your mother's side, though. Do you understand that? Okay. Now, I know as I work with him and talk with him here, please, he, you know, there's nothing special I would say about him. He's very much just a normal guy, whatever a normal guy is, because I'm not normal, and obviously, maybe you're not, I don't know. But it's that sort of thing for me here, please. But he almost gives me this feeling, and I don't know anything about you, but I know you work as a medium, and you're very, very good apparently, so you can pay me after for saying that. But I know as I work and talk with him here, he gives me this feeling of his partner passing before him. Would that be correct, please? Okay, because then if I'm not correct on that aspect then, I just know he's very much talking to me here about the feeling of the loss of love. Would you understand that aspect for me then, please?
Sort of.
Sort of, okay. Because he gives me this feeling of being very, very much on his own, or very, very lonely for me. Do you understand that, please?
He liked his own space.
Okay. Yeah, but it's a little bit more than that I do feel with him, because I feel a little bit unexpressive of him for a period of his time or his life for me here. So I know I'm struggling. Do you understand that?
Yeah, that's going back, but yes, I understand
okay.
where that would be, Darren. Yeah.
That's okay, that's fine, okay. Because he does this. Now, he's almost coming through to me here, wanting to give you a little bit of fun, a little bit of laughter, telling me you need to go out, let your hair down and have a bit of fun and all this sort of stuff for me here. Because, and I'm putting out in my mind the fact you're a medium here, and I say I don't know you here. But he tells me you're a very, very kind gentleman, a very, very nice guy here, please. He does tell me, and don't shoot the messenger, you can be a bit of a wally at times, though, for me, please.
Depends on what area you're in.
With your humour, do you understand that for me, please? Because sometimes your humour is very black and white.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. Yeah. And what he's saying is, that's just you.
Yeah.
And he's telling me here that in your younger years, that wasn't always taken, you weren't always taken the way that you should. Do you understand that for me,
Possibly,
please?
yeah.
And what he's saying to me is, you've stuck to your guns to be the man and the person that you are today,
Yeah.
to be able to be who you are. And again, I'm putting the mediumship to one side, just the genuine nice guy that you are and the nice fella that you are. Okay. Now, I mentioned to you about self-love, or I was talking about self-love at the beginning here, and we all need a bit of that occasionally, don't we, here? But he's almost given me the feeling that you know when he comes around you and you feel that love and support he gives you here. Now, you also know you work with him, I presume?
Yeah.
Okay, because I just wanted that little bit of evidence for you there. Now, what he's also doing, which is really bugging me and annoying me, is he's moving around quite a lot on the platform. He's dancing for me here and creating this wonderful, wonderful energy. So I know he gives you this energy boost when you work with him for me, please. He's also, don't really do those. He's also talking to me about a book as well for me, please. Writing it, you doing it.
Yeah. For a
Is
very
that-
long time, but yeah.
So you've been planning it. It's in the beginning stages, or you're planning it, yeah?
About 20 years it's been going on. But it's all good.
Okay. Well, maybe you want to go a little bit faster, whatever you want to do here. Okay. Now, I really, really like him. He's a sweet, sweet man. I do
Yes.
feel that, please. But I also feel very much as I talk with him here that he gives me this feeling of being so proud of you as the man that you are, not the medium, the man that you are,
Yeah.
because of the fact that you do help people regardless of what you do as a profession.
Sure.
And it's that which people are drawn to. It's that which makes you the special person that you are. And what he's saying to me, don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise or try to make you go in a different direction,
Yeah.
because you have to keep being true to yourself and going forward here.
Absolutely.
You understand that for me?
Totally. Yeah.
Okay, I want a birthday about the 27th or 28th of November. Sagittarius.
Can take a passing at that point.
Okay, I'll take it I'm wrong then, because I just saw it here and I just got it that way, so I'll take it I'm wrong here. But I also know that as I work here, I want the Leo star sign, which is July, August for me, please.
Not Leo, but July.
No, I've got a July or August, because they're showing me my brother's birthday, which is August, the beginning of August here. I do feel it relates to a gentleman within the family though, Mark. I love working with other mediums.
Somebody.
Oh, hang on, I'll hang on for a second.
No, I'm trying to.
That's
I'm
all right.
trying to think.
Don't worry. I feel more, I feel friend of the family rather than close family, I have
think-
to say
think
that
it's
to
a
you.
friend who's
Okay.
Leo, yeah.
There's a pull I'm hearing somewhere as well, but I feel that's on the earth. Pull
Yeah.
on the earth that I need to connect as well
Yeah.
with that for me here. I'm asking what else he wants to say to me here, please. And he just keeps on talking to me about changing the flooring, or there's something to do with flooring for me here, please. Where it's either been worn out or it's needed to be changed. Do you understand that for
Flooring
me?
was changed last year, yeah.
Not happy with that?
Unless I'm going to suddenly go through
No,
it, Darren.
please don't go through it. Who knows? Who knows? I'm almost getting the feeling, I'm asking him to clarify this for me. Have you spilt something on it recently? Or
Oh,
changed?
I
is it-
spilled something on the staircase the other day, but
Right.
up.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Because when you said no, I changed it a year ago, it didn't quite feel right
Yeah.
to me. I just wanted to clarify this. Will you okay. Will you accept his love from the spirit world? I'm sure that you will do here. He does tell me you need, in a polite sense for me, and I was going to say something, you need to get off your chair and be doing a bit more.
Yeah, I understand. that.
Okay, than you are.
Yeah.
Now that is from the mediumship point of view for me.
Yes.
Okay. You need to be doing a bit more. And you need to stop saying, I can't do that, or I'll do it tomorrow, or yet I'll do that next week. Because next week, you know, is going to be too late and too late and too late.
Yeah.
You've got to do it now, because you're good at telling people to do it, but you're not necessarily good at doing it yourself. And I'm sorry to say that to you. Okay. Can I leave his love with you and that message, which you're probably going to murder before afterwards? But can I leave that with you?
Absolutely makes sense. Thank
It's
you,
lovely
Darren.
to work with you,
Pleasure.
Mark. Thank you. Nice fella, isn't he?
Lovely fella.
He did pay me 20 quid to say that. So.
Pays me 40.
Oh, in that case, you ain't that nice. Right. Oh, okay. I have another lady that walks in now to my energy, please. I know as I work with her, if it does feel like grandma, she feels like she's on mum's side of the family here. I know as I talk with her again, I'm average height for a lady, 5'5", but I do feel very much with her as I talk with her here, please, that, take that off, I have a restriction in my throat with her, so I know I either needed oxygen or I needed a tube down my throat here to give me that sort of oxygen or help me here, please. I know as well as I talk with her, please, I want to mention with her that she had a wheelchair given to her. She didn't like it, didn't want to use it, and anyone puts her in it would really be in trouble as I work with her for me, please. I also have to say that as I look at her hair and I work with her hair now, please, I'm seeing it about here with a natural flick or curl, but I know I dyed it as well at some stage for me, please. Does anyone understand that? Is that a no? Okay, I've got that man around the corner. No, okay. I know as well as I talk here for me, I am over this side. I am feeling it here. I know as I work with this lovely, lovely lady for me, please, I'm feeling very much it's still spoken about within the family a lot for me. I want an Anne connection within the family, although I'm not necessarily feeling it's her. Does anyone in that area over there understand this lovely lady for me, please? You do. Do you understand all of that?
Yes.
Why didn't you put your hand up? Bless you. You get all that.
Yes.
You're testing the medium, weren't you? Well, he's rubbish, so don't bother. Okay. I know that as I work with this lady, I said to you, you know, she comes through with the way that she does. But I want to go back to this feeling of a wheelchair. I'm not a wheelchair medium, if that makes sense. But I know the mobility would be an issue, but you wouldn't want to get, or she wouldn't want to go on it for love or money. Do you understand that? She gives me the feeling she'd more than likely wrap it around your head if you tried. It's that sort of feeling you get here. But I know there would have been a conversation within the family for me, please, about the fact that she needed more support and help for me, please. Because I get that. But I know she's a very independent lady and character for me here as I work with her. She gives me this feeling, please, of my hair being darker. Do you understand that for me? So I know I dyed it here for me, please. She's telling me you don't need to do that. Okay, so you've got your back into your grandma, so there you go. I know as well as I talk with her, I've got this Anne, Anna, Annie, Anna. You understand that for me, please? I know Margaret's a common name, but I'm hearing that poured in from the Spirit. That's you, is it? Hello, Margaret. Bless you. I told you I wasn't that good. So I know that she brings this in for me as well here. Now, as I talk with her and as I work with her for me, please, she keeps on mentioning to me here about the book that is still here in the family, which is like a recipe book or a book containing the recipes. Do you understand that? Because it's almost like it only gets dusted out when it's a real special occasion, but it should be used a bit more because half the ladies in the family, sorry, are not very good at cooking, she tells me. Is that right? Get your book out there, my lovely, please. Now, I also know as I work with her, I want to go to the 31st of October for me, please. You understand that as I bring that in? Now, my grandma who's here with me, working with me in the spirit world, was born on the 31st of October, and we used to call her the old witch because of the fact that she was born on the 31st of October. And she loved it. And your lovely lady here is really playing up to that fact too. Do you understand that for me, please? Because she's quite spooky, a bit strange, in a nice sense for me, please. She talks to me as well here for me, please, that towards the end she would, I don't know what that is, she would have had, what's that thing you put in your arm where they take fluids, is it? A cannula. Do you understand that for me? She gives me this here. So I know she wouldn't have liked that. She also talks to me about the fact she fell out of bed, please, and was bruised and hurt her head. Do you understand that for me, please? She tells me you're a nice, nice lady, okay, which is lovely to know, isn't it, sort of thing. But she tells me you're quite hard work as well. Is that right? You try to be hard work.
She succeeds.
You succeed, apparently, I've just been told. Bless your heart. Father in the spirit world too, my lovely, please, because Dad's coming in shaking his head at me like this. So I don't know if Dad's telling me off or he's agreeing, one of the two for me, please. Now, as I work with Father, he's a totally different energy to your lovely, lovely lady here. He's slowing me down. He wants me to be a bit more serious, bit stand up, suited and booted, whatever. He likes what I'm wearing, which is a plus, I've got to be honest with you, okay. Because I do feel with Father, he's a nicely dressed man for me. You understand that? And I do feel very smart with him here. I feel he's also a nice build here for me, nice slender build for me here. Now, would I be right in thinking your father wears a ring on his little finger for me here, please? Or did, should I say, wear a ring on his little finger? He did. Okay, because he's just shown me mine, and I know that Laurie wears one as well. So there's 3 of us now, so that's good. So he brings that into me here. Now, your father tells me he wasn't really totally into what we're doing today. Do you understand that for me, please? because he finds it a bit strange. But he's talking to me, so he's obviously stranger than I am because of the way that he works with me here. Now, I know we've got the lovely Mark that I mentioned here, but you also connect with another Mark apart from that one for me, please. You do. You also know the Jim, James, or Jamie that I need to connect. You do. There's a Chris somewhere I keep on hearing, but it could be a male or female. I'm not being told that. You understand this? My lovely, as I work here as well, would you understand your father... oh, okay, I don't know what that is. Needing is it a bag, you know, like to go to the toilet in. Get under, I'm not very good medically thing. You understand that with Dad? Because he found that very indignant. He found that that was very, very much something that he wouldn't have wanted and didn't like. Now, your father tells me he knew when he was going to pass over to the spirit world because he saw many, many people coming for him, please. Now, if I'm also right as I work here, where his bed was, and he's talking about his bed for me here, please, would I be right in thinking he would have looked at the window and then said he saw them? You understand that? Because he mentions this for me. Now, we were talking, having a conversation, me and Laurie, about many things, but also angels for me, please. Okay. Some people believe them, some people don't. It's a personal preference here. But your father gives me a feeling he didn't believe in angels. Do you understand that for me, please? However, and you're not going to validate this, and that's fine, I understand that. He tells me he's an angel in the spirit world now, my lovely, for me, please. Okay. I don't believe him in the sense that we might think of angels. I think he's having the humour and the fun with you, please. My lovely, you have a brother in the spirit world, is that correct? You do, okay. Because I feel he's coming in now with his wonderful energy for me too, supporting you and loving you here, please. But I said to you when I was working with the lovely lady, your hair's fine, there's no issue with it. He's telling me there is. So it's this banter I'm bringing through, this funny banter here for me, please. My lovely, I also know quickly, I am going to move on to someone else, but I need to talk about a chest being opened up and an operation on my heart or a stent. Do you understand that for me? Because I have that feeling as well here, please. There is so much love for you in the spirit world. It is absolutely phenomenal and amazing. And I really, really wish that you could feel that. There's Wendy. I know I want to talk about Wendy as well. Okay. There's so much love for you as I bring that in for you here. And it's about you understanding that they're still very much supportive of you and helping you here for me, please. Oh, okay. That's fine. I just quickly got to mention about someone needing a knee operation or a leg operation. Is that you? Yeah. Okay. Because I feel there's some, and I'm not predicting anything, there's either some umming and ahhing about it, or there's something not quite right about it. Do you understand that for me? And Father's almost given me the feeling you paid your money, sort it out. Do you understand that for me? So maybe you want to have a chat with whoever it is and get them to pull their finger out or whatever it might be, my lovely. Can I leave you the love of all your wonderful, wonderful family here for me, please? You understand the name of Suki as a cat?
Yes.
Okay. Meow. Got your cat. Okay. So can I leave that for you, my lovely, and say thank you very much for working with me? Okay. That's fine. I have 2 children here. I know passed in a car accident, and I feel their brother and sister as I work with them. They feel that way to me here. Might even be twins, I'm not sure. I'm just feeling the energy at the moment. I know as I work with these 2 lovely, lovely children here, I want a boy and a girl. The girl looks like she's blonde to me, and the boy's mousy blonde sort of thing for me. I feel very much that their father would be within this accident here for me, please. I'm not seeing Mum here, but I feel father would be within this accident too here. But I'm feeling that the 2 children passed, but I'm not feeling that father did here, please. I know as I talk here with these 2 lovely, lovely children for me, please, I'm not very good at football clubs or football teams because it's not really my thing, but all I keep on seeing is a blue and white stripe. I'm not sure if that's Chelsea or what that might mean, I don't know. But I know I have that here. But as I'm trying to find out where I am or I'm feeling my way around here, I'm not 100% sure. Because it almost feels like as I talk with these 2 lovely, lovely children for me, please, someone's either going to know about them, read about them, or maybe taken their funerals. Does anyone understand that for me, please? I knew you were going to say that. There's 3 ladies there, or 4 ladies there, because there's the lovely lady on the end there. Would any of you understand any of this for me, please? And for some reason, I'm drawn to the lady in the purple that I was chatting to earlier. Do you understand any of this, knowing about it for me? Okay, that's fine. Not going to take my jacket off and work it out then. No problem. Okay. Because I know that as I talk to these 2 children here, I want a Sarah that must connect for me as well, please. So I know I want to connect with the Sarah. I also know that I want a Peter or a Peter here as well as I connect. I'm still feeling it's in this area. If it's not with you, it's got to be with one of you lovely ladies. Because I'm just feeling it, my lovelies. No? Right, let me just change tactic and try something else then. Oh, that's fine. I know I want to talk about being children, a neighbour's children for me as well here, please. And it does go back a little way. Is that making any sense?
I know the girl that I went to school with and had a brother.
Mm-hmm.
The girl was killed in a car accident with her grandparents. But
Sorry, say that again. I couldn't quite hear that.
the girl was killed in an accident with her grandparents.
Grandparent, okay.
But it was only the girl that died, not the brother.
And you wouldn't necessarily know if the brother's in the spirit world now, I presume. You don't know. Okay. Can I work with it with you for me, my lovely? Because I kept on being drawn in that direction for with you here. Because I'm almost feeling, I appreciate it wasn't, and I did say I didn't know if it was father or whatever, but whatever it was there. But I know as I work with this young girl here, she's a nice girl for me, please. Would you know that of her? You understand the hair colouring I mentioned to you about as well for me, please. And she almost seems very much here, I'm going to use the word angelic, but I mean kind, that sort of feeling for me, innocence. Do you understand this for me, please? And as I'm working with her and I'm talking to her and I'm trying to work out where I'm going wrong with this communication or why I'm not putting everything together here, it just seems to me here there's a lot of confusion that I'm talking about with them for me, please. But it almost seems to me as well here that this accident or this lovely girl that's in the spirit world here is still very much thought of or spoken about. Do you know that for me, please? She is, okay. Because this is where the connection is or link is here for me. Because as I talk to her, she's mentioning to me that you are very much a nice person yourself, okay? Which you're going to say yes to that, hopefully, obviously, all right, okay. But I know very much here that it's like you must help children in many different ways for me, please.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, yeah, sort of. I'll go with yes, sort of, as long as yes is better than the no, sort of, okay. Because I get this feeling, and it's not any long message, it's not reams and reams of evidence from her or anything like that. It's more of a thank you for what you are doing for other children. Do you understand that for me, please? Are you sure? Good, I'm just clarifying that I'm right or whatever here. Because it's sometimes we don't appreciate what we do for others, and we need to learn to sometimes have that acceptance of what we do for others. You understand that?
Yeah.
Good, okay. I don't feel I feel that's probably it from her, I have to be honest with you, but the way that she comes through, but I feel it's more the thank you that she's bringing through for me here, please, from the spirit world with the love for you. Is that all right? Okay, you're welcome, my lovely. Just get a drink. I have a lovely chap here that's coming through. He's about 6 foot tall. I know as I work with him, I'm very much suited and booted with him. I do feel like I want to talk about grandfather with him. I've got like gunmetal grey hair, or I put something on my hair that makes it look darker than it is for me here, please, as I work with him. I know I'm quite slender of build. I have a wonderful good humour with this fella for me, please, as he presents it for me. But I know I'm a bit politically incorrect with him, because he's shown me Afghan, if you know who Afghan it is for me, please. So I know I need to be a little bit careful with this man and what he's going to say or what he's going to try and do for me here, please. Now again, and I don't know whether or not it's just because you're a good looking fella, but I'm drawn to the guy sitting right at the back of the library in the chair. Do you understand this man, sir? Maybe. He's a maybe. He did it all right.
Yeah,
A maybe.
yeah.
Okay, what don't you understand, sir?
Just go yes.
Okay. You're not quite sure yet. Okay, so I'm going to work with it a little bit more. Would you understand this gentleman being a little politically incorrect at times for me? You would. You understand who Afghan is for me, sir? So he's very much a similar character, maybe not to the extreme, but very similar. Do you understand that, sir? Yes. Okay. You're hard work, aren't you? Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now just keep saying you're hard work. Just keep saying yes for me, please. But despite the fact that I'm coming through this way with him, or he's coming through this way for me, I want to say that feels more like a bravado with him, sir. You understand this? And I've got to say here, and you're sitting there and you're really working well with me, but I'm going to pick on you, I've got to be honest. You're working really well with me here, sir, please. He's talking to me here about you are very similar to him, not the politically incorrect thing, I don't mean that, sir, but you're very much a guy that contains yourself. Do you understand that for me? And you don't like letting people in. And this is exactly what he used to do with his humour, to try to disperse or diffuse situations so people didn't get too close. Do you understand that for me, sir? Yes. And he tells me you're exactly the same. Would that be correct? Yes. But you're a lovely fella. Yes. He said yes to that one, so I'm taking that from it. Okay. Sir, would I be right in thinking mum's in the spirit world? Okay, because I have this lovely lady running in, I've got to be honest with you, she's running in now to come into my energy here. She's not a tall lady, and that's not surprising because of the size I am here with her, but she seems to be a lady that comes through very much loving for me here, please, today. Okay. She comes through really wanting to hug you, cuddle you, you know, the sort of things that a lovely mum would do for me here, please. But I also know she hasn't got a problem telling you off, putting you in place and giving you a clout if she has to. Do you understand that? Politically incorrect, I apologise. But she does this for me. But what she says to me is, and you can clarify this more than me, sir, as a child, and she's obviously referring to you, you were a little bit misunderstood by people.
Yes.
Okay. And it seems to be, as you've grown up to be the young man that you are now, you found your way and people sort of understand you more now.
Yes.
Okay. But you still don't like people very much. Okay, hold on a second. That's fine. Would you understand Frank for me, Sarah? Frank? Spirit side of life, this would be on your father's side. Feels like an uncle for me, sir. Sorry, I'm just peering around the corner. You're not sure. If you're not sure, I have to understand. I have to accept that for me. Because when I said about you not liking people, you're saying, well, I'm not really 100% agreeing with that, which is fine, and I'd soon you tell me I'm wrong if that's correct. It almost seems to me here that this gentleman that you're telling me you're not 100% sure on, and I do accept that off you, was very much of a similar personality to you here, and it was about self-preservation for me, sir, please. It was about keeping distance from people. Do you understand it in that sense for me, please? Yes, okay. Would I be right in thinking you like animals more to people at times, please?
Yes.
Okay, because they give the what are you laughing at? They give you the unconditional love, whereas people don't always do that. Do you understand that? Because I know where love is concerned, sir, as I'm talking to your mother here, please, you're a little bit guarded about that. Would I be correct? Not too sure. You have a problem with your boiler, or there's something wrong with the radiator at home, please? I know you probably turned it down to save the bills, but... okay, that's fine. All right, okay. In other words, I just knew there was something there. Because as I work with your mother here for me, sir, she really does come through with this wonderful, wonderful amount of love. And I really wish you could feel it here. You know, everyone's had loved ones come through here with love and everything. But really, it's just like you're hers. Do you understand that? It's like... you're hers, and she just wants to take this love she has and give it to you for you to feel that love again. Because she tells me here, and this might be a bit of a generalization, when we lose a parent, you know, it is tough, it is hard and that. But she does tell me that you still have that connection with her, you still communicate with her. Is that correct for me, sir, please? Would I be right in thinking the last few days you've had to either do the washing or you've messed it up? Have you messed it up? Have you messed it up? Have you messed it up? All right. Okay. Well, when you get home, if you find you're in trouble, you know you messed it up. And I know I'm laughing and joking with you, sir, here, but it's about the love that she brings through for you. And I know we've had the banter, we've had the fun, which is fabulous, and thank you for doing that with me. But will you accept her love, because she just wants you to know it's as much as it was, if not more now, than when you were here. And she tells me you weren't always the best kid, but you were her kid. Does that make sense? Sir, I'm not being rude when I give this next bit of information. I want to talk about someone in handcuffs for me, please. I either want a policeman or someone being in trouble with handcuffs, or there's a handcuff connection for me here. Would you accept that? I'll tell you afterwards how I got that information.
I don't want to know.
I think I better leave that there. All right, thank you, sir. Is that it? Ladies and gentlemen, sorry you didn't all get a message. Thank you for working with me. Thank you for the energy. Just know your loved ones are there supporting and loving you. And I'll say thank you very much, and thank you, sir.
Wonderful, Darren. Thank you. Move on to the notices for the week. Next Wednesday, 3 o'clock, we have a healing hour, and that will be taken by Kevin Biggs this week. Next Saturday at 7 o'clock, we have a demonstration of trance mediumship by the wonderful Mark, who is with us today. That's at 7 o'clock. There is a fee payable on the door of £8.
Sorry, when is that? Did you say?
Saturday.
Okay.
Sorry? And also Mark will be staying with us and be taking our divine service a week today, Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. On a week on Monday, our healing development evening meets, so any of our healing team, remember to be here for 7:15. Those wishing to receive healing, 7:15. On Easter Saturday, the 16th, which is a week on this coming Saturday, we have our Psychic Ploughmans, and we have Deb Clark and Sarah Wamman, who sort of rose to the public eye over the pandemic through their online works. And we also have our lovely Andy Ford coming down from Salisbury. They will be demonstrating. The price of the ticket is £16. That's to your ploughmans, of which you have a choice of main courses with. Dessert, tea, coffee and orange juice throughout the day. So that is on Saturday week. If you could, please put your orders in by this coming Friday, because we need to get the orders together for our suppliers to match up to our needs. Our online works, we have meditations Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, Monday evening at 7 o'clock. On Saturday nights at 7 o'clock, we have our regular Lyceum nights, and where we discuss all things about spiritualism. So bring your questions along to there, and our wonderful guests, as Darren was last night, will give their answer, their understanding. That concludes the notices. I would now like to hand over to Darren, please, for the closing blessing. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just close your eyes and go back into that wonderful energy that you've created today, please, for the closing prayer. Divine and Heavenly Father, Great Spirit, as we come to the close of this morning's service, we give thanks to all those that were able to join with us for a short moment within the spirit side of life. As we go out into this world, help us to know and understand that our loved ones continue to support, continue to help and work with us from the spirit side of life, showing us the way and giving us that unconditional love. Dear Father, we also ask that any excess energy within this beautiful place be sent out to the world, to the people and the places that need it the most. Until we meet again, Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Darren, thank you so much.
My pleasure,
Wonderful
sir. Thank you for
service.
the weekend.
Thank you.
Looking after me.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Everybody, thank you for coming. I'll just draw your attention. We don't hand around the collection plate at this time for the obvious reasons, but there is a donation basket at the back of the church here. Go out, get out in the sunshine, reconnect with nature, and have a glorious day, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lawrence. I want to...
And if anybody wants to know about the handcuffs, please go and ask Paul.
Excuse me, can I ask you?
No, I was upstairs. Very good, yeah. And then she found out that he was still alive. And then make a decision. And see you around. She's not very happy, but it was always things that made you weird. He was a weird man. You know, but he was such a nice guy. And he was quite happy with it. That's what she needed to do. That's what she needed to do.
Yes, thank you. Just
But, no, I'm a supreme everyone keeps going. Now, about this book, oh, I know. Next to the teaching.
Touch my bum then. No, that was you. And that was you because it was low down.
Oh, I still buy it from the shop. So I have product here. I don't have a retail store, but I do all online. And I have stuff here. I have stuff down on Portkey. I have stuff online. So mindfulspirit.com. So still, yeah. Well, I'm or if you want to order something and you're in no hurry, I can then bring it here and leave it to you. Yeah, because I come over during the season, I come over so I'll drop stuff off when I come through. So, but there's no bits in the packets out there. And on Portkey I've got double standing studio. So you know where paper shoes is part of the shoes, right? So you've got parts on the corner, and then if you come into the alleyway next to where the old pottery is, there's a place called the studio and it's got all pottery. I've got a double stand at the back of there as well. But all the cards and individual crystals and things like that, that's all the stuff I have at home.
Yes.
No silly dollars, the price of them went through the roof. I'm just trying to think where would be an easy place. I mean, I don't know whether the people that are down on Hill High Street have any.